What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a very fun video because I've gotten my hands on some of the more recent releases from Anastasia. And I play around with these products for the first time and you guys get to see my first impressions. So if you guys would like to see how it is that I got this overall look and would like to know my thoughts on these new releases, then definitely keep on watching. So I feel like I'm like the last person to get this, but this is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I haven't even opened it. It's been in my possession for the past like 2-3 days and it's just been sitting in the box. But this is like the one palette that I have seen in general from beginning to end where I was just like, I want that entire palette. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open it. This box does not want to fit. Oh, here we go. Woohoo! Okay. Voila! It's so gorgeous. So these are the colors just for reference. I'll probably do a close-up cut screen. To start off, I'm going to be taking Rustic. We're going to apply that into the crease. Fun fact, the only other palette that I felt so strongly or moved to buy was the Anastasia Prism palette. I love that entire palette and the colors. And I did purchase it, however, I returned it because I didn't have the best of luck with these pressed shades right here, the pressed shimmer or glitter. I don't know what formula it was. I didn't have the best of luck with them. It's like, no matter how much I dig my brush into it, I couldn't get the product on my brush, and that was really annoying to me because one of the main reasons I bought it was for a particular shade, and it wasn't working with me. So I was like, okay, you got to go for the price. You got to go. But hopefully that's not the case with this one. So far the matte is applying really nicely. I never had any issues with her mattes anyways. It was just the shimmer colors. So I'm just going over a Rustic with Sienna just to kind of soften the color out. In the crease, I'm gonna go in with Cypress Umber. Cypress Umber is the perfect deepening shade for the outer third of your crease. It's great. It's dark, but it's not dark like a black, obviously. But it gives just enough dimension. I like it. I'm a fan of this color for sure. Because I don't usually like to use black in my looks. I know a lot of people love to use them, but I personally don't like to use the color black to deepen out my outer V crease or anything. The most I do is use it on my lower lash line. I just feel like it's just too harsh for me, so I always opt for like a muted, deep toned gray and like a deep toned brown in my outer third. And this is definitely fitting in perfect for that function that I like. So far so good. I really like the way that it's blending on my lid. I'm tempted to put mulberry all over my lid. Let's see. Okay, for my lid color, I'm gonna use mulberry, and then I'm gonna layer something on top of it. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell in mulberry, there's a little bit of kickback. I've also experienced that with Cypress Umber and Sienna and Rustic. All the matte shadows, I just blow them off as I go, but just to show you, it does give you a little bit of kickback, but not much. It's nothing I'm gonna lose my mind over. But yeah, I'm putting mulberry all over the lid. Was that a good choice? I don't know. Now I'm gonna layer it with one of the shimmer shadows. I'm gonna go for Sultry on top of mulberry. Pray to God this comes off on my lid. I pray to God, moment of truth. Okay, I'm here for this. This worked. Crisis avoided, because it was about to go straight back if it didn't. For $55, honey, I need all the shades to work for me. All of them. I'm gonna put Rose Pink as well, just right on top of Sultry, a little bit in the middle. Okay, just to be extra, I'm also gonna take glistening right on top of those shades as well. Alright, so the reason I came back to show y'all my face as I'm doing it is because at the checkout line, you know how they have the little gadgets and stuff, little mini makeup, and Sephora got me this time. They don't usually get me, but they got me this time. I got the number 66.5 brush, and I was thinking this would look really good for concealer, so I want to actually try it out on camera and see if it actually is good for concealer. I've already taken it out of this packaging because it's a pain to get it out most of the time. So let's see how this goes. This has nothing to do with Anastasia, but I really want to try it out seeing as it is a new product for me. And I'm like a huge collector of concealer brushes. Every time I find a new brush that could look good for concealer, I'm like, yes, concealer, and I will try it as if I don't have enough. But my number 89, I think it is, 89.5, I don't know, the mini one that I use in all my other videos, it's not going anywhere, but let's see how this goes. Did I speak too soon on my last brush? Did I dare speak too soon just now? Okay, let me just finish this and see how it looks. This brush is bomb. I don't even need to finish my concealer. It's good. It's a good brush. Okay, I've already set my under eyes and like the rest of my face. I went and got my brush. This is the 89 and this is a 66.5. The 66.5 did that. Like, it gave me coverage and just flawlessness. It was just like airbrush. My concealer went on without even trying. I think I'm done my concealer brush hunt. I think I'm done. I'm gonna retain from buying any more concealer brushes for the next year. But anyways, going back to the eyes, I'm gonna be using Rustic and Cypress Umber under my lower lash line. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out just to kind of bring the look together. So I'm applying Rustic right now. This is the first shade. Just kind of diffuse on my lower lash line. Now I'm using Cypress Umber and I'm gonna keep that really closely to my lash line. Okay, so just to pull the look together, I'm going to be taking glistening and I'm just going to use it as my inner tunic pop. I really like glistening. So I also got the Anastasia bronzer, okay, in Mahogany. And if you know me, you know I love my bronzers. I don't contour, I strictly just bronze. So I'm really excited to see how this plays in the store, and I tried it out. It was very creamy, so hopefully it looks good now that I have it. This is my first time actually using it with a full face of makeup because when I went to the store I had no makeup on. So let's see how it plays with the rest of my makeup. But this is the packaging. It's gorgeous, it's very sleek, and comes with a little protector, which no need for that no more. And this is the color. I'll probably swatch it up close so you guys can see it, and also you'll see it on my face. So this is the bronzer on my face. I love it. I love, love, love. The formula is very creamy and it works really well with my skin. It bronzes me, but it's not red, it's not orange, it's not too neutral, it's not too red, it's not too pink. It's just a really good bronzer for my skin tone. So this is a yes for me. I do like it a lot. For highlight, I'm gonna be using one of the shadows from the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I'm gonna be using Rose Pink, and we're gonna see how that works as a highlight. I kind of just wanted to keep, I kind of just wanted to keep in theme of Anastasia products as much as possible. So I'm gonna use the Rose Pink in the collection to highlight. For blush, I'm going to be using this color right here from my e.l.f. blush palette. So that's it for all the Anastasia products that I have. For my lips, I'm just going to quickly rush through this. This is the NYX lip liner in Hot Cocoa. On top of that, I'm going to be using the NYX Lip Soft Matte Lip Cream in Berlin. To layer onto that lippy, I'm also going to be using the Soft Matte Lip Cream from NYX in London, and I'm just gonna put this right in the center of that lip. And because I'm extra, I'm gonna be taking the Fenty Beauty, what are these? I don't know, lipsticks. This one is in Freckle Fiesta. I'm gonna put that also just right in the middle. Get a little bit more of a peachy look. All right, y'all, so this is it for the final look. I hope you love it as much as I do and enjoyed filming it for you. Final verdict on the products of Anastasia. I love this Soft Glam palette. It's perfect for every day. It's a really nice, just staple palette for your collection. It's a part of their permanent collection, so you know, if you can't get it now, you can get it later on down the road. The colors are great because it has mainly mattes. And so it has really nice transitional colors, really nice colors that you can deepen up and go out afterward. It's like a day to night palette, to be honest. So it's a really nice palette. It's a well-rounded palette. It's great for pretty much anyone's collection. And you'll probably get a lot of use out of this palette just because you have so much mattes. This bronzer is just, I love it. I love a good bronzer, and I don't have any more good things to say about it. It's not too red on me. It's not too pink. It doesn't give me like an orangey cast. It's a really nice bronzer for my skin tone. If you can find your shade of bronzer in this collection, I definitely would suggest getting it. I've heard that they're going to be adding more colors, so if your shade isn't already available, definitely keep an eye out for when they do extend the shade range. So yeah, like honestly, both of them are a hit. I would definitely recommend it. Go spend your money, okay? If you got the coins, go spend the money, okay? And get the products. I loved it. All right, y'all, so I just want to thank y'all for making it to the end of this video and for hanging out with me today. If you'd like to see more content from me, be sure to come back next Monday because I upload every Monday, okay? I'll be here every Monday so we can hang out. Do you not like hanging out with me? Because if you do, you should come back. I'm just saying, you should come back every Monday. So, that's it. Let's say, and until then, goodbye.